Yep.
G'day, Angry Anderson here. I want to introduce to you Dai Pritchard.
A few words about my friend Dai Pritchard.
Yeah, I know Dai Pritchard. Yeah, he's a great guy.
In an era of almost guitar players, Dai Pritchard remains the real deal.
Some people call the man a gambler. Some people call the man a saint. Some people call the man a panhandler. A millionaire he ain't.
I'm really connecting with the organic element of it. You know, it's not manufactured. You know, it's not pop music. It's honest. It's really honest. What you see is what you get.
On a journey, and we love to be a really dynamic band where we get it up to we're hanging at 11, where can you go? Let's just bring it right back to nothing, and actually hear people have to get quiet because they've been talking really loud, and also we just kind of like suck the air out of the room.
I see it progressing because it's like with all bands, it's a long road.
Well, if you ain't killing time by myself, my baby's sleeping with someone else. Yeah, I told him once, I don't cross the line.
I didn't want to be famous. I just wanted to play the guitar. And I think that's what drove me to just be the guitar player. And I just bumbled into bands. I bumbled into a version of the Master's Apprentices when I was about 19. Basically, I got sort of discovered by Billy Thorpe. I ended up playing with Thorpe, and I played with him for 8 years right up till he died. And it was great. It was really good times. We talked a lot. He was actually an underrated guitar player. He was an amazing guitar player. Well, after Thorpe, while I was with Thorpe, I crossed camps for a while. I actually joined Rose Tattoo. In 2004, I had the great privilege of being asked to join Tattoo, actually by Pete Wells, the founding member of the band. He had prostate cancer, and he would still do the local gigs with Tattoo, but he couldn't handle a flight to Germany, so I do all the overseas stuff.
Yep. G'day, Angry Anderson here. I want to introduce to you Dai Pritchard, guitar player extraordinaire. Suffice to say that he plays in the Tats with me. I sing in his band. We've had a musical relationship, if you like, for a great many years. In fact, going over 10 years now he's played with the Tats. He took over the slide playing duties with Rose Tattoo because Peter, who was obviously our slide player, was terminally ill at the time. And Dai took over his duties playing slide. But more than that, he's an accomplished guitar player in any genre, if you like, or any style that he chooses to play or that you need him to want him to play. In fact, in my view, I think he's one of the most competent, but he's also a great player. He plays with great passion, and he's an articulate player, and he really understands the music that he's playing, which is probably his greatest asset. He's a good bloke, he's good to get along with, he's got good creature habits, he's got good personal hygiene habits. In fact, I couldn't recommend Dai Pritchard as a guitar player, as a bloke, as a band member, as a player, whatever, highly enough. Dai Pritchard, guitar player.
A few words about my friend Dai Pritchard. I started playing with Dai around 2001, and that's when I found out what a great musician he was, covering all the styles in our show we played together, Long Way to the Top. Ever since then I've been working with him a few times, and whenever that is, I've really enjoyed it and really been fantastic teaming up with one of my favourite guitar players.
Yeah, I know Dai Pritchard. Yeah, he's a great guy. I've spent a bit of time with him and also seen him play with Rose Tattoo. And I've heard his album. I think he's a great player and a great guy, and does his stuff honestly. A good Aussie rock player, and very talented. So he's a cool guy. Cheers.
I first met Dai Pritchard on the Long Way to the Top tour when he was playing with Billy Thorpe, and he blew me away. And subsequently all the work he did with Rose Tattoo. We even do some shows together from time to time, which proves that he's a very versatile player. In an era of almost guitar players, Dai Pritchard remains the real deal.
The most dangerous experience I've had on the road, I actually didn't even realise it was dangerous. We were playing, we did a gig in Bavaria. It was actually organised by a bike club, a big bike club over there called Born to Be Wild. And we did the show, it was a festival, and we did the show. We went back to just for beers with them at the clubhouse. And after about 9 million German beers, we decided nature calls. So I walk out of the clubhouse. And I'm followed by a club member, and he's got an assault rifle. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? So I said to the guy, I said, you right? And he said, I've just come out to help you. And I said, no, I've been doing this for quite a while, man. I don't really need any help. And he said, no, you don't understand. See over there, and he points to the edge of the forest, just out of the light. There's big floodlights around, we're in the Black Forest, and there's big floodlights around the clubhouse. And just out of the light, he says, he points out there, he says, over there, you'll see where light end, wolves start. They will make you in pieces. So basically, he's walked out with a rifle in case I walk out of the light, because the wolves will just rip you apart. So he walks out with an assault rifle. So I'm like, okay, it was the quickest leak I've ever had.